Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's web seminar. This is regarding the residence permit issues for Indonesian students in Indonesia. The seminar will be conducted in English and as well as German. But if you have further questions, you can also raise them in Bahasa Indonesia. So yeah, before we start, I would like to introduce our panelists. We have here the beautiful Magdalena Bernhardt. She's one of our lawyers at the embassy, and she focuses on immigration law and company law, and also, yeah. And also we have Mr. Ahmad Salfi here with us. He is our education attaché. We have here next to me Tubagus Edwin Surahnudin. He is the Minister Consular and also Head of Consular Affairs at the embassy. We have also Mr. Dudi Iskandar. He is the Immigration Attaché. So if you have any questions regarding immigration and residence permit issues in Indonesia, as well as if you have academic difficulties or questions regarding your universities, you can ask them directly to us. Yeah, I would like to say that this is the first web seminar that in this topic amid the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is very good opportunity for you. If you have questions, this has been highly requested. So it's really an honor for the embassy to conduct this web seminar. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Edwin to say a few remarks before we jump into our topic right away.
Saya gunakan bahasa Indonesia.
Please, the floor is yours. The screen is yours.
Karena ini kami memang targetkan untuk teman-teman kita, anak-anak Indonesia, mahasiswa Indonesia yang sedang ada di Jerman. Jadi atas nama Kedutaan Besar Republik Indonesia di Berlin, juga perwakilan kami yang ada di Hamburg, KJRI Hamburg, KJRI Frankfurt, yang juga saya yakin rekan-rekan kami yang di Hamburg dan juga di Frankfurt juga sedang monitor, baik itu melalui Zoom ataupun melalui YouTube channel kami. Selamat datang, mudah-mudahan webinar yang kami selenggarakan, topiknya khusus sekali mengenai izin tinggal, akan bermanfaat untuk teman-teman, rekan-rekan, anak Indonesia yang sedang studi di Jerman. Kami mengetahui teman-teman menghadapi beberapa permasalahan terkait izin tinggal. Mudah-mudahan maksud dari webinar ini membantu teman-teman yang sedang studi, khususnya yang sedang menghadapi masalah izin tinggal, agar bisa mengambil upaya-upaya yang diperlukan supaya izin tinggalnya bisa valid dan legal. Tentunya kita akan lebih tenang, studi kita akan lebih nyaman kalau kita memang sudah mengikuti ketentuan Jerman dan tentunya ketentuan negara kita, negara Indonesia. Jadi itu harapan kami. Sekali lagi selamat datang dan jangan sungkan untuk melayangkan pertanyaan baik melalui fasilitas Q&A maupun nanti pada saat nanti kita Q&A langsung dengan para narasumber. Terima kasih Mbak Nyoman, silakan.
Sebelum saya lanjutkan dalam bahasa Inggris ataupun bahasa Jerman, saya ingin juga menyampaikan bahwa ada beberapa ketentuan yang kami terapkan di web seminar ini. Kalau ada nanti, jadi pertama akan diawali dengan presentasi dari Magdalena, kemudian akan saya buka sesi tanya jawab bagi Bapak dan Ibu yang atau teman-teman sekalian yang ingin bertanya, silahkan ada opsi raise hands atau bisa langsung bertanya di button Q&A. Nanti akan kami jawab. Kira-kira kita punya waktu 1 jam untuk pembahasan ini. So, yes. Let's start. Okay, Magdalena, you have already prepared a presentation for us. You will explain a little bit about the regulations that is what do you say? It's in general, and also a specific regulation that is now being implemented during this pandemic. So yeah, without further ado, you can also share your presentation here. Please, the time is yours. Thank you.
Very much. So, hello to all of you. I'm very honored to be able to talk to you and explain a little bit about this very unique situation we have now here in Germany and also around the world. But I would like to help.
Thank you. Nanti kalau ada tambahan dari lu kasih tahu ya.
So let's start. I will talk to you about the general situation for now. So this will be changed during the next few days. But till now, all immigration offices in all Germany were closed. No public contact to the persons. And also all appointments has been cancelled, and the applications procedure were only able to be provided via email or letter. And the most important information was that all immigration officers saying your resident permission are for us still valid during this time, during we were closed. So we have a special situation in Berlin because Berlin is the biggest immigration office in whole Germany, and it's concentrated to one spot. So it's easier for them to make like a general regulation. If you're living somewhere else, you know that the immigration office is in different districts of the cities. So in Hamburg, you have, I think, about 7 different immigration offices, and they make like each spot makes its own regulations, but the main regulation is the permissions are valid at the moment. So also Berlin is one of the states that started like a mandatory online registration procedure, which is important for you to know that when you register, they will contact you and they will review also the documents. So also this is one of the important things for you to know with this registration, and the confirmation of the registration is a proof that your permission is still valid. So I think one of the most important questions is what actually happening with my resident permission if it's going to expire or already expired. So I will distinguish between Berlin and other states. So I think this will be a little bit easier to understand. So as I said, Berlin got this online registration, and in other states, you need to contact the immigration office by yourself. So write an email or write a letter, but email is probably the best way to contact them. And this is something also I really advise to everybody, contact them by you. Then what's the actual situation? Okay, the immigration is closed, so that means it doesn't work. Do they work? Like in a back office, so they get some applications, they do some procedures, but they ask also, for example, if you graduate during the last 2 months during this Corona crisis, they tell you, okay, you now graduate, you are able to apply for job seeking visas, for Arbeitsplatzsuche, but they asked not to come to the immigration office, just contact them in Berlin again, online registration, and in other states just sending an email, because they calculated your working permission at your student visa. Because again, immigration office says your permissions stay valid as long as we are closed. So we think that you have, so you know you have 120 days or 240 half days to work. And Berlin calculated this, and they said with this student permission, after your graduation, you are actually able to work during this year till the end of June. So if you finished your studies during the last few weeks, you just are able to start to work. But please, in Berlin, register yourself online, and in other cities, please contact your immigration office. What about the other situation when you would like to change your purpose? So you decide not to study anymore, but you would like to go to vocational training like Ausbildung, or you find a great job and you don't want to go to job seeker, but directly to working permission, the situation is you are able to apply for change. So you need to send a visa application via email to the immigration office with the necessary documents like the form, like the working contract and so on, and they will procedure your application. But you won't get, so till this week, you won't get any permission, but you will get like a letter with confirmation. We are happy to inform you that we agree with your application and you are able to work. And please contact us in the future to get your real permission. So this is the procedure now. So in Berlin, you need to send the application via email and register yourself. And in other states, just contact the immigration office. So this is the third situation you might have, is that you have like a Nebenbestimmung, which say you're just able to stay in Berlin and not to move to other cities. Or you are able just to work in one company, but you would like to change this. This is also possible to do at the moment, but you need to contact the immigration office again via email. I have quite good experience with this. During the last months, I received for my clients, I think about 5 permissions, working permissions, and they still acting quite fast. I was surprised how fast they working. So the next question, what I think is also important for a lot of persons, because I get also questions from abroad, from Indonesia. What happens when I'm at home at the moment and I'm not able to come back to Germany? So we have 2 cases. The first case is you just went to Indonesia for some few weeks and just wanted to visit your family, and now you're not able to come back, but your permission will expire during the next days, or already expired, because you are not able to come back to the time you have to. This is a quite difficult situation, and I tried already to find a solution. And my information from what I get from the immigration office in Berlin, they're saying we're not responsible for these cases anymore. It's only your problem, and you have to contact the consulate in Jakarta. It's not a good solution, in my opinion. So the next step, I contacted the Federal Ministry of Germany, so that's above all the highest level we have. And actually, they told me that they recommended to all immigration offices in whole Germany that they should help those people in Indonesia to provide like a fiction document, Fiktionsbescheinigung, so that they are allowed to come back to Germany. Berlin don't want to do this. The only thing they are doing is you're able to contact, after you contacted already the consulate, you're able to contact immigration office in Berlin and ask for approval to re-enter Germany. And they review the documents and they check if the requirements to come back to Germany are still there. And with this document, the visa procedure is a little bit faster. So this is, I think it's not such a good information for you, but I still try to find a better solution. The other case is you went to Indonesia, and I hope everybody knows you are able to stay abroad from Germany up to 6 months. After 6 months, the permission expired automatically. So if you left Germany before the 18th of March, the limitation is, I think, 18th of September. So when you were away from, when you are in Jakarta or in Indonesia since end of 2019, and you're not able to come back during the 6 months, the immigration office in Berlin make a general regulation for those people. And they said, okay, we extend this period automatically till the 17th of June. So you are able to stay in Indonesia up to the 17th of June, and your visa, although you're longer than 6 months away, your permission won't expire. This is a very important thing, but this is for Berlin, and this is automatic. You don't have to do anything. That's a rule. But if you are not from Berlin, from Hamburg, Bavaria, or whatever, you have to contact your immigration office. There's a possibility to apply for this extension. So if you explain, now I'm here, I'm not able to come back, please allow me to come back later. This is possible. This is legal, this is regulated in the law, and this is possible. So please contact, in this case, your immigration office. So I would also like to explain a little bit more about this general regulations we have in Berlin, especially here. And according to my information, mostly other smaller immigration offices also keep an eye on Berlin and watch them what they are doing and how they deal with the situation. So although it's only limited to Berlin, this makes some information that's also very, very important for all other people. So Berlin made these 3 regulations, general regulations. They are valid from the 18th March to 17th of June. During this time, the first regulation says that if you're working somewhere and your company said, oh, we need to apply for the short-time work compensation, it's called Kurzarbeitergeld. This is some kind of social benefits. And almost all your permissions have this incidental provision, Nebenbestimmung, which means when you apply or when you receive so supplementary social benefits, your permission will expire. So I had this question a lot from other clients. You don't have to worry. In Berlin, this regulation does not apply during this time. So you are able now to get some Kurzarbeitergeld, so social benefits. This kind of social benefits. This is, I think, it's quite important. If you work somewhere in a restaurant or whatever, they almost all apply for this money. So the second regulation that's interesting for you, it's the regulation about the au pair permission. If you have a situation that your hosting family said they are not able to employ you anymore, and they terminate your contract, that's not a problem. You still are able to stay here. Your stay in Berlin is still legal. I think that's quite important to know. And then we have the third regulation. This is made for vocational training as well as at the company or at school, so betriebliche und schulische Ausbildung. As long as you don't quit by yourself or you don't go to school anymore. And the reason why your contract ended, for example, you graduated, or the employee terminated your contract, in this case, you are able to, you keep your permission. But please remember, if you cancel by yourself the school or your contract, you lose your permission. So this is only in this situation if the company terminated the contract. And also there are some permissions, they have incidental provision. I think most of them, like you here with the visa for Studienbewerbung. When you try to find a school, the university, you're able to stay here for 9 months. But there's like an incidental provision names extension excluded. So you're not able to extend this permission. in Berlin, you're still able to stay here till the 7th of June. Your permission is still be valid. So this is the special regulation in Berlin. I have also so small information from the other immigration office around Germany. So general, they say before, because we're closed, your permission is still valid till further notice. And Thüringen, they don't have any further information. Hamburg, if you contact them, they issue some fictionary or temporary certifications, and the same is in Brandenburg. So you need to check in your state where you're living what's the procedure at the moment, but please contact the immigration office in any case. So I would like also to explain a little bit more about the registration procedure in Berlin, because it's necessary, but not everybody have to do this. So you have to register in Berlin when you're living here, when you have an appointment and it was cancelled, or your permission or fiction, or even if you have Grenzübertrittsbescheinigung. So this document, which means you have to leave Germany until. So you need to register in this system. And if you have a permission already, and actually you just want to extend this, please register 6 weeks before your permission ends. So for example, if your permission is valid till the 13th of June, you're able to register after the 15th of May. So now it's not, you don't register now, but in 2 weeks. In situation that you already applied for a visa, for permission, and you're waiting for your ID card just to pick it up, please don't register in this case. Also, the application for permanent permission, it's not necessary to register. And in cases, it's probably also interesting for you, when you have a new passport and you need to transfer your permission to your new passport, you don't need to go at the moment to the immigration office. Please keep both passports together, and when it's possible to make an appointment at the immigration office or the Bezirksamt, then wait till the moment and then go there. And as already mentioned, the Nebenbestimmung, if you want to change something in your incidental provisions, you don't need to register. So this is what is now, but since this week, there are some changes and just relaxation about the restrictions of the Corona crisis. So some of the immigration office started to work as usual. I know in Bavaria, they make the appointment since this week. And also Berlin started to use this. They came to the next step. So after the registration, they contact you. So now, since this week, they contact all the people that are registered until the 23rd of April. So I get also some kind of emails, and there are 2 ways they contact you. The first email is, we need some additional documents. Please provide it via email. And the second email is with invitation to an appointment. I have my first appointment on Monday. So they're starting. But it is still not possible to make an appointment by yourself. Just the immigration office offers you and contact you. This is why it's important to be registered into the system in Berlin. And please remember, they have some Corona protection protocol. You need to cover your mouth and nose, and please be health-free when you go to the immigration office. So this is the main information what I would like to provide to you regarding the actual situation, and also what's with your permission. But I think also important for you is, are there any financial supporting for you? So since last week, there's a new regulation from KfW, KfW. This is some kind of state investment bank. They will start a student loan, Studentenkredit. Previously, this was only for German students, but since the 1st of June, also foreigners are able to apply for this or to receive this this loan. So important is that you're living in Germany, you're not higher than at the 10th semester, and you're not older than 44 years. And the first payment will come in July, and this is limited till March next year. You have to pay the money back after you finish your studies. But the conditions are quite nice. And you are able to get money up to 650 euro per month. So if you will need this in 20 days, you will be able to apply for this. It's an online registration, quite simple. So that's from my side. I would like also to answer some questions of you. So how can I help?
Thank you, Magdalena. Hold
Thank
on. Hold on, I will go back to this gallery view. Right. So, thank you. I took note on several important data that you have talked about. So it is very important to contact the local immigration. Yes, and then also you emphasize on that there's an option for online registration, which is you can do it in advance, and that during the COVID-19 pandemic, certain states implemented a continuing visas. I mean, they see that their expired visa is still continuing. Yeah, and now during this relaxation of the restriction, some local immigration office is still closed, but they need to contact it directly. And also, there's now an option where foreigners are now eligible to apply for financial support. Yes. So those are very important things, I suppose. And yeah, I have already here some questions that yeah, I would like to tell you that we have now around 68 participants. Mm-hmm. It's quite a lot. We are happy about that. And I have already 3 questions. So mm-hmm. They are here addressed in Bahasa Indonesia. I will ask them to you. First one is from Ariana Rosalina Prananto. Mm-hmm. Her case is that she's now living in Darmstadt. Mm-hmm. Her visa expires on the 25th of May. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Yeah, her visa expires on the 25th of May, and she already called the ABH Darmstadt, but she asked for a Fiction-Bescheinigung. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they have not returned her emails, and she could not contact them. What can she do in this case? Can you give her some advice if the immigration office did not respond to her emails and so on?
They probably get a lot of emails, so they now also some of them are working home office, mm-hmm. So they are able to answer as fast as they would like to or they have to. So in this case, I would say she still needs to wait. I know it's not a good situation because it's not like you don't know what really happened, but just wait.
Just wait, and because I think she worries because her visa expired soon. It's on the 25th of May, and I think she worries that she might be illegal here, but that's not the case, right?
Well, that's not the case. So I will suggest also to print out this email she sent to the immigration office, to keep it into the passport and to say anything happens, I just did it already. So I didn't have any other way. There's no other way for you at the moment to act. So
Yeah.
this is the situation. And also it's important to know what kind of permission you have. If this is a permission that is able to be extended, like student visa, student permission, it's just after 2 years, you need another 2 years to study, just the first extension, this won't be a problem, but it will be still a problem if you were searching for more than 1 year for a job and still have no jobs. This the requirements of extension, they didn't change.
Yeah.
It's just a procedure. It will be a little bit longer. But if you don't have the requirements to get the extension, you won't get it also. So this is very important to know.
Yes, thank you. And the second question is from Fadli. He's now currently in Jakarta, and his residence permit is valid until the 8th of May. Yeah, so that was this is the second question in our Q&A box. And he's now in Jakarta. I think that this is a very common condition for many of the Indonesian students, which they are currently in Indonesia. They want to return to Germany, but they cannot while the embassy is closed and so on. Can you maybe say something about this issue? For those of
this is what I said. It depends where which immigration office is responsible for them. So I will suggest. I know that the consulate in Jakarta is also closed at the moment.
Yes.
So I will highly recommend to contact the immigration office in Germany and explain the situation. And if it's not Berlin, then it might be a very easy situation, because Berlin said they are not able, they have not enough persons to provide these fiction documents. But in other smaller immigration office, it might be possible that you get the document to send to Jakarta. This is so. Please contact the immigration office here.
Yes. Also contact the embassy in Jakarta. They are still, even though it's closed, they are still a response to emails. Exactly. So before we continue to the Q&A in the box, we have already 2 participants who raises their hands, and we would like to allow them to talk now. So first of all, there's Fembi Noverli. The name sounds familiar. So yeah, hello, Fembi.
Hi.
Hi.
Everyone.
Yeah, you can directly address your questions to one of the panelists. We have also, other than Magdalena, we have here Mr. Dudi Iskandar and Ahmad Sofi from the embassy.
So many thanks for the opportunities. I would like to ask to Mrs. Magdalena about the permission visa. In my case, I have a unique case because last year in 2018 I was graduated as a master, and last year it's luckily that I changed from Arbeitssuchende visa, and then in 2019 I was luckily enrolled in one university in my city now. So the question is, if I have another plan to change my plan to set up a business, is it possible for me to change my visa from a student visa to be independent or substantive visa? What's the most important thing I should know, and what the document or the procedure should I prepare? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. So you have now a job-seeking visa, or what kind of visa do you have now?
I have a visa student now.
But you graduated in Germany already?
Yeah, I'm already in 2018 as a master, And 2019, I was enrolled in one university, and luckily that I converted from Arbeitssuchendenvisum to be student again.
Be student again. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a special case. Usually, you're not able to change from student visa to self-employed visa. But there's one regulation that says if you hire qualified, and in your case, you already have a German degree, you should be able to change this to self-employed visa. Hello?
Oh, sorry, I muted him.
Wow, it's great. It's great. And then if last week I tried to call Ausländer to also a question about this, but they refuse. They not accept because in the department is not allowed to answer the question. So should I mean, before I go to the Ausländerbehörde again, maybe you have any advice to the document? What should I prepare if I want to set up business or change from visa student to independent or self-standing visa?
I understand your questions, and I know which ABH is it? Is this here in Berlin or?
I have to plan first in my if in my city Ausländer is refused it, so I try to apply in Berlin.
Okay, so you need to check the immigration office. I will suggest go to the the web page of the Berlin immigration office. They have very detailed information what kind of documents you need to start your business. I think it's a little bit too detailed questions, and it's very limited to your situation. If you like, you can contact us and we can talk later about this, because there's also some special things like, will you start the same business like your studies, or will it be something different, new, and not comparing with your studies? This is some questions. You can contact us. I can tell you some details, but I think it's a little bit too detailed question. But in general, you're able, in your situation, to apply for the other visa, to the other permission.
Yeah. Thank you, Magdalena. I would also like to emphasize that if you have very specific questions, you can directly ask them to Magdalena. I can also put it here. Magdalena is able to be reached under contact@bernhard-legal.de, right?
Yes.
So let's move on to our second question. And I have here now a question from already. I have a question. Hold on. Here from Emily Tandrayani. She's. Can you see in the box? Because she is writing in a very good German. So she's currently in au pair visum until the 14th of May. And yeah, and she would like to convert to a Studienvisum. Ist es möglich oder nicht?
Yes, this is just a second. So this is the typical situation what the Berlin immigration already saw, and you need to register to the online procedure, and they will contact you, and then they will check, they will prove the requirements of if you are able to change to studies. Please remember, in au pair, you actually not able to change your permission, your purpose to stay here in Germany without going back to Indonesia. But if you are able to start the master's studies and you will be a student, then it's possible. But the next step for you is register at the online registration in Berlin, and then wait. They will probably contact you in 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, I have a follow-up question on this, because it will be, in many cases, the same. So they have to go back if they want to convert their visum.
It depends on the permission they have.
Okay.
So as an Indonesian citizen, you're not able to apply for a completely different visa permission from here.
All right.
That's the problem.
All right, got it. So yeah, we have now a question from Sasti Nidara. I will allow her to talk. Hello? Halo. Halo Ibu Sasti.
Halo.
Halo.
Saya boleh bertanya pakai bahasa Indonesia kan ya?
Boleh, silakan Ibu.
Oh, Oke.
Iya, saya seorang student di Leipzig. Sebenarnya kasus saya beda ya dari yang sebelum-sebelumnya. Jadi harusnya saya perpanjang visa pada September 2019 kemarin. Terus pada saat itu saya sedang ambil urlaub semester karena saya baru melahirkan pada bulan Agustus 2019 maaf. Lalu semua dokumen sudah saya penuhi dan kebetulan suami saya memiliki visa family reunion. Semua dokumen sudah kami penuhi dan juga spare konto masing-masing sekitar 4.300 euro. Lalu setelah saya menunggu 2 bulan, Sachbearbeiterin-nya mengatakan bahwa saya tidak mendapatkan Aufenthaltstitel karena saya sedang urlaub semester, karena menurut dia ada Sonderregelung buat student yang lagi ambil urlaub. Lalu saya hanya mendapatkan Fiktionsbescheinigung sampai bulan April, sampai saya terimatrikulasi lagi di summer semester 2020. Lalu kemarin pada bulan April tanggal 9 saya perpanjang visa via email karena imigrasinya tutup. Dan tidak mendapatkan jawaban apapun dari pihak ABH-nya. Sampai 3 hari yang lalu saya mendapatkan jawaban dari pihak ABH bahwa visa saya dapat diperpanjang kalau saya menunjukkan spare konto yang terbaru, masing-masing harus mempunyai uang sebesar 5.118 euro dan anak saya 2.500 euro. Padahal sebelumnya orang ABH-nya bilang bahwa saya hanya perlu nunjukin imatrikulasi saya aja pada bulan April. Jadi saya harus gimana ya sekarang? Karena saya minta kelonggaran dan orang ABH-nya nggak mau ngasih kelonggaran apa-apa untuk saya.
Oke, kotanya di Leipzig ya Ibu ya?
Iya, di Leipzig.
Oke, Lena, you get that, right?
Yes. So,
okay, she made urlaub semester, yes, and when she wants to extend her visa, they ask her for Sparkonto, respectively for her as well as for her kids, even though her husband already has a family and reunion visa. Yeah, she only received Fiktionsbescheinigung until a certain period, even though she is still immatriculated in the university. So what do you think?
I heard it's Leipzig.
Another special case.
Yeah.
But also I translated this message we got. It was the same situation. So now they ask. So I always say and advise my clients, talk to the immigration office. There are people, they're normal human being, and they understand the situation. So at the moment, as I understand, you're not able to provide any documents because everything is shut down, even the universities. So just explain this. I will also suggest to contact the university because they have some office. Somebody is there to confirm that you still have your immatriculation and I don't know, will you start to study next semester, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I think I will start to study again next semester.
Okay, so actually this is not a problem, and that they ask you again for all the documents, this is normal.
Common, yeah. Yeah.
This is the situation. You need to prove every time that you have enough income to cover the living costs for your whole family.
Mm.
But can I ask? But the problem is that she wants me to give her a new block account, a block account.
A new block account?
Yeah, but I don't have that amount of money. I mean, in such short decisions.
So when you, this is a new regulation. I will try to say it's not necessary in cases of the extension, but you would have to prove for the last few months that you had money in your bank account. So where do you get your money? Is your husband working?
Yeah, actually, we had already made a block account in September 2019 for 4,300 euros, and now she wants a new block account for 5,000 euros. Yeah, that's
So
the problem.
Because
now
it's just what I think why she asked, because this amount, this 5,000 euros, so it's just like not the amount for block accounts they usually ask for. It's just about 10,000 euro usually. So I think that there's some money missing every month. So you're not covering your living costs all. So they say, okay, you need, I don't know, 200 euro more per month. So please provide us this bank block account so that we can calculate this difference. So this is what I imagine what happened, why they asked you for this block account.
Okay.
So I'm afraid you will have to find some kind of solution, maybe some kind of
Will she be eligible to apply for the financial support that you mentioned earlier?
Yes. So which semester are you studying?
In fourth semester.
So you could apply for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's
okay.
a good solution for now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Also,
thank you.
Does your husband receiving Kindergeld?
Sorry?
Do you get Kindergeld?
No, we haven't applied for Kindergeld.
So your husband should be able to apply for this.
Okay, okay. Because I didn't know that that we can get a Kindergeld.
Not as a student, but if your husband has a family reunion visa, he is able to work whatever he wants, and he is able to apply for Kindergeld.
Okay, thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that was a very good solution. Okay, next one is from one of the parents from the student.
Okay.
Mein Sohn wird nach Jakarta fliegen. Ach so, okay. Er wird nach Jakarta fliegen und dann am 3. August zurück nach Deutschland zurückfliegen. Welche Voraussetzungen gibt es beim Immigration? Weißt du das? Hier, Hugung Handy.
Maybe we could.
Saya rasa ini saya bisa tanyakan ke Pak Dudi. Pak Dudi? Pak Hugung Handy, ini ada atas imigrasi kami di sini.
Yang orang Jerman ya?
Sorry.
No.
Saya mute dulu. Wait.
Tapi dia nggak menjawab dengan benar pertanyaan.
Bisa diklik nggak?
Mungkin itunya Bu Nyoman.
di mute dia.
I did.
Admin
Oh, Mami di luar.
Oke. Ya, Pak Dudi Iskandar, ini ada pertanyaan dari salah satu orang tua mahasiswa. Apakah ada ketentuan dokumen yang harus disiapkan pada saat anaknya ingin kembali ke Jerman? Maksudnya
ini kita warga negara Indonesia, Bu, ya?
Ya, betul.
Oke. Kalau gitu jadi intinya dia mau pulang ya, Bu Nyaman, ya?
Dia sekarang pulang ke Indonesia, pada saat dia balik ke Jerman, ada ketentuannya nggak, Pak?
Kalau di kita sendiri, di Indonesia sendiri tidak ada ketentuan. Itu yang jelas kan seperti sebelumnya, untuk dia kembali ke Jerman, sedangkan Jerman sendiri kan memang tidak lockdown ya, Bu Nyaman, ya?
Ya.
Tidak tutup ya untuk kembali. Selama ada penerbangan dia kembali, dan selama izin tinggalnya juga masih berlaku di Jerman, itu tidak ada permasalahan. Kecuali, sebagaimana kita ketahui juga, Bu Nyaman juga mengetahui bahwa kalau misalkan izin tinggalnya ternyata mati pada saat di Indonesia, baru kan dia melapor dulu ke Kedutaan Besar Republik Indonesia di Jerman. Sedangkan untuk berangkat balik ke Jerman tidak ada ketentuan yang seperti normalnya saja pada saat dia mau keluar dari Indonesia. Seperti itu, Ibu.
Oke.
Jadi tidak ada. Terima kasih sama-sama, Bu Nyaman.
Ya, jadi Pak Hugeng Hendi, tidak ada ketentuan yang sebenarnya diwajibkan oleh pemerintah Indonesia maupun Jerman. Anak Bapak masih bisa kembali ke Jerman kalau memang masih memiliki visa yang valid. Okay, let's move on to another questions. It's from Emily.
Emily, it's... Okay.
Halo, Ibu Emily. No? Okay.
Hallo?
Ja, Ibu, silakan.
Ja, also guten Tag, ich habe schon deine Antwort gehört. Also ich wollte noch fragen, es ist nicht möglich für mich, wenn ich mein Visum zu Studien von Au-pair-Visum zu Studienvorbereitung verändert.
Das ist schwierig, ja, weil eigentlich dürfen Sie nur wechseln, wenn Sie die Voraussetzungen erfüllen, wenn es Anspruch ist, das heißt, wenn Sie studieren. Wenn Sie die Zulassung zum Studienkolleg haben, dann wird es gehen.
Obwohl ich auch ein Sperrkonto schon gehabt.
Okay, also sie hat schon ein Sperrkonto, aber hast du schon eine Zulassung von irgendeiner Universität?
Also jetzt momentan habe ich noch nie bekommen, aber ich glaube, dass ein bisschen lange dauert, bis ich die Antwort von der Uni bekomme.
Stimmt, das stimmt. Sind Sie in Berlin oder?
Ja.
In Berlin, also bis zum 17. Juni ist alles erstmal okay. Da müssen Sie warten und danach müssen Sie das beantragen. Wenn die Chance besteht, dass Sie zum Studienkolleg oder zur Uni zugelassen werden, dann haben Sie gute Chancen zu wechseln.
Okay. Ohne dass Sie zurück nach Indonesien zurückreisen.
Oke, dan klar, alles klar, vielen Dank. Also, saya ada pertanyaan lagi untuk layanan paspor ya. Jadi minggu lalu itu saya ada email di layananmandiri.de. Karena kan berhubung paspor saya itu tanggal 29 Oktober 2020 akan berakhir nih. Tapi kan berhubung saya mau proses untuk pergantian visa ini, jadi saya mau perpanjang paspor saya terlebih dahulu sebelum saya apply ke ABH gitu. Nah, permasalahannya saya kemarin baca, ternyata sekarang layanan paspor hanya melayani untuk yang 3 bulan, masa paspornya yang 3 bulan ke depan akan habis gitu. Sedangkan saya sebenarnya kan sebelumnya 6 bulan ya gitu. Harusnya kan saya udah bisa apply nih untuk perpanjangan paspornya. Tapi karena ini tuh, jadi saya masih bingung nih apakah saya masih bisa perpanjang paspor sekarang, karena kan sekarang lebih diutamakan untuk yang 3 bulan ke depan akan habis.
Nah, ini kesempatan yang baik, Ibu. Ini ada Pak Dudi Iskandar.
Karena saya udah tanya, tapi belum dapat email nih sampai sekarang gitu. Jawabannya belum ada gitu.
Nah, ini jawabannya langsung dari Pak Dudi. Pak Dudi.
Siap. Terima kasih, Ibu, atas pertanyaannya. Berhubungan dengan pelayanan paspor, memang pada dasarnya kenapa kami mengurangi pembatasan perpanjangan paspor menjadi 3 bulan. Ini karena juga kebijakan pemerintah Jerman terkait dengan pembatasan sosial, ya, terkait dengan dalam rangka pencegahan COVID. Namun di situ juga kalau dalam rangka urgent, nah Ibu kan kami anggap ini dalam rangka urgent karena terkait dengan izin tinggalnya. Bila Ibu tidak melakukan perpanjangannya akan berakibat kepada izin tinggalnya. Nah ini Ibu kami perkenankan juga untuk melakukan perpanjangan dan kantor kami juga buka. Pada dasarnya Kedutaan Besar Republik Indonesia buka, namun kita menurunkan menjadi 3 bulan atau urgent ini dalam rangka pencegahan penyebaran COVID-19 Ibu. Nah, tapi kalau memang Ibu menganggap ini adalah hal urgent, kami dengan senang hati tetap menerima penggantian paspor Ibu. Jadi KBRI tetap buka dari Senin sampai dengan Jumat kecuali libur, tapi kita hanya menerima pelayanan sampai dengan jam 12 siang untuk permohonan. Seperti itu, Bu. Mungkin Bu Nyoman kami kembalikan.
Sedang dalam keadaan urgent atau saya harus gimana dulu sebelum saya datang ke sana?
Oh, Ibu kan sudah memasukkan data ya di laporan layanan mandiri imigrasi kan Ibu ya?
Iya, saya juga sertain email sih yang dari ABH. Jadi kan ABH ada kirim abgesak termin.
Ya. Ibu bisa langsung datang kapanpun tadi kami sampaikan. Mungkin Jumat juga besok kami buka, tapi cuma sampai jam 12 siang.
Besok kan hari libur ya, Fire-Tak kan ya besok.
Ya, tapi KBRI buka.
KBRI buka, Bu.
Oh, KBRI buka ya. Oke, sip.
KBRI liburnya hari ini, Bu. KBRI
Okay.
biasa buka. Kami persilakan Ibu untuk datang karena tadi dengan reasonnya yang sangat karena jangan sampai dalam arti urgent ini tidak sekedar hanya dalam rangka ya urgent ini adalah terkait dengan resiko izin tinggal Ibu. Nah, kalau Ibu menganggap ini adalah menjadi hal yang penting karena terkait dengan izin tinggal Ibu, kami persilakan untuk membuat paspor. Tapi tetap dengan protokol COVID Ibu ya, pakai masker ya. Untuk datang ke kantor imigrasi dan tetap jaga jarak pada saat.
Oke, baik.
Baik.
Oke deh kalau gitu. Nggak perlu pakai termin ya?
Tidak perlu. Langsung aja datang.
Oke, dari jam berapa ya bukanya tadi?
Kita dari jam 10 sampai jam 12 Ibu.
Oke, sip. Makasih banyak.
Sama-sama Ibu.
Terima kasih Bu Emily.
Makasih.
Okay. Yeah, we have next from Aletea. Halo? Silakan Ibu.
Halo, selamat siang.
Siang Ibu, silakan langsung ditunjukkan dalam bahasa Inggris, Indonesia atau bahasa Jerman.
Bahasa Indonesia aja. Aku punya 2 pertanyaan. Pertama, untuk masalah visum für Familiennachzug. Kebetulan suami saya itu kemarin punya visa studium. Terus sekarang dia udah abbrechen sekolahnya dan saya waktu itu udah pernah ke Ausländerbehörde buat nanyain visum für Familiennachzug. Nah, kebetulan mitarbeiternya bilang kalau suami saya harus pulang dulu ke Indonesia dan apply di Indonesia dulu. Apakah ini case-nya benar ya? Atau soalnya ini saya nanya ke 2 orang yang berbeda, 2 mitarbeiter yang beda, dan jawabannya beda. Terus pertanyaan kedua, saya ada pikiran buat ganti visa ke visa pekerja yang untuk Teilzeit, karena kebetulan saya udah dapat Arbeitsvertrag yang unbefristet dan bachelor studium saya juga udah selesai. Jadi saya ada plan mungkin ganti ke start visa untuk studium pindah ke visa untuk kerja gitu. Kira-kira kalau saya udah ngelakuin itu, saya bisa nggak one day atau nebenbei sambil studium juga? Itu aja pertanyaannya. Terima kasih.
Sebentar Ibu. So, Magdalena, there was a question from Aletea Marini. She has 2 questions. First one, so first of all, she already graduated from bachelor. Her first question is she able to apply for a Familiennachzug visum because she wants to, her husband wants to stay here. He is not enrolled in the university anymore, but would like to apply for Familiennachzug. And then the second question is, she would like to convert to a working permit. She already received a contract. Yes, is that correct? Ibu? Yeah.
So I will advise this procedure to start with application for the working permission. And then the next step is family reunion.
Okay. And can she, if she has a working visa, can she do nebenbei auch Studium?
Yes.
Oke, so Ibu Aletia, apakah tadi terjawab? Jadi
Ya,
working visa dulu yang diurus, baru nanti kalian naksuk untuk suaminya, dan working visa nanti bisa tetap studi.
Tapi kalau kayak gitu saya mesti nunggu dulu dong untuk ganti ke visum untuk kerjanya. Kalau misalnya saya sekarang masih visum studium dan mau beantragen buat Familiennachzug-Visum, geht das auch oder nicht?
Wenn sie jetzt mit einer Studienvisum ein Familiennachzugvisum beantragen möchte, wäre das möglich?
Depends on the immigration office. Some of they say it's not possible to make like family reunion for students. They don't want this, but in some cases they allow this. But the question is, you need to cover your living costs. So as long as you're not working, you're not able to cover the cost for your whole family. And when you have a working contract already, it will be easier.
Ja, zurzeit habe ich auch einen unbefristeten Arbeitsvertrag schon. Ja, deswegen. Und außerdem muss mein Mann auch wieder nach Indonesien erstmal fliegen und dann wieder nach Deutschland. Oder er ist jetzt hier.
Und nee, eigentlich nicht. Er hat einen Aufenthaltstitel.
Bitte?
Hat er einen Aufenthaltstitel?
Ja.
Nachtitel? Was ist das?
Hat er ein Visum?
Ach so, ja, hat er.
Ich bin eigentlich damals als Student.
Familiennachzug kann er wechseln, ohne zurückzufliegen.
Okay, weil zwei verschiedene Mitarbeiter haben uns was anderes gesagt, deswegen.
Welches Visum hat er denn?
Er hat jetzt Studentenvisum.
Genau, die haben gesagt, dass es nicht geht, weil sie beide Studenten sind.
Ja, genau.
Um das zu verbinden, wird es am besten gehen, Arbeitserlaubnis, Ehegattennachzug und dann Ruhe.
Okay, ja. Alles klar, Dankeschön.
Bitteschön. So one of the questions was also somebody asked, what about his visa, first entry type D or traveling visa and so on. Some of Indonesian citizens are probably here just for holidays and are not able to go back.
Yeah.
In Berlin, there's the regulation again also for those people. You're able to stay till the 17th of June.
Yeah.
So this visa, this business or holiday visa, tourist visa is extended till the middle of June.
Okay, so that applies for any type of visa currently, for visum, tourists, as well as others. Yes?
No, what I mean, if they are here already.
If they're already here.
With this kind of visa, they don't need to worry. They are able to leave Germany until the 17th of June.
Yeah, without being illegal here.
Without being illegal here.
Okay, and we have a lot of questions regarding the financial support that they want to apply for. There is a question about what address they should contact, on who to contact, and also, and so on. Can you maybe say a little bit something about that again?
So this is you just need to enter, it's just simple. Enter into Google KfW Corona student, and you get directly to the web page. There's like a form, but you will be able to start the application from the 1st of June, so in 20 days.
Yes.
So, but this is like an online registration. And also, if you get some problems as a student, please contact also the Studentenwerk of your university, because the same bank, investment bank, the KfW, they support all the student organizations in Germany with some money to help also if you need some it's just like a one short help. If you're not able to pay your rental cost for this month, they might help you, but you need to contact them. They got some money also for this in these cases.
Okay. I think that's a very valuable information. So we can do maybe 2 more questions before we have to wrap up. And I would like to emphasize that if you have very specific questions, you can directly ask them to Magdalena, Magdalena is prepared with tons of questions that she will receive after this seminar. And also you can ask Mr. Ahmad Sofi or Mr. Dudi Iskandar, or to both of us if you have. Okay. Here's a question from Vanessa Siburian. She has been, my name is Vanessa. I have a student visa that expires in October 2020. She would like to ask about the 6-month period staying abroad, because she has been in Indonesia since November and she would like to return to Germany in June. Do I need a confirmation letter from the Berlin immigration law if I want to come back?
No, you don't need this. You just need to print out, it is the 3rd Allgemeinverfügung from the immigration office, and there are 3, and no, sorry, it was the there are 3. I think one of the first of the second. There is a regulation regarding people who will stay longer than 6 months abroad. So you don't have to
is her visa still valid?
Yes. Yes.
All right. I hope that answers your question, Ibu Vanessa. And now we have from Daud Aliyafi. Silakan. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. I want to ask.
Yes.
I want to ask of English.
Yeah.
Last month, I received a paper. It is Bescheinigung über die Aufenthalts, because my visa will be expired next June, at the beginning of June, and the immigration office gave me this paper, one paper, and they say this will substitute your visa as long as this Corona crisis exists. And my question is, will this, I forgot to say, I'm a student from Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. And my question is, will this paper from Mecklenburg-Vorpommern also accepted in other Bundesländer like Berlin or maybe Hamburg? Because I already asked this to immigration office and they say, actually, we don't know, will they accept this, but as long as you are in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, they will accept this.
This is a good question. Thank you. Yes, actually, because we don't have like one big immigration office that's responsible for whole Germany. We have this federal system. So this is for this immigration office. What I would suggest is to, if you want to move to Hamburg or Berlin, first contact the immigration office there and explain your situation. And in my opinion, they shouldn't make any problems if you move to other city. But I always advised, first talk to the immigration office you move to. So if you go to Berlin, contact previously Berlin and explain you would like to move. Because, for example, the important thing is that the immigration office is responsible as long as you registered in this part of, or in the city. So as long as you're not registered in Berlin, they're not responsible for you. So you just are able to ask if you move there, if there are any problems, but it shouldn't make any problems. But at the moment, you're probably not even able to register in Berlin. Do you understand what I mean? Anmeldung.
Yeah. I understand.
As long as you have no Anmeldung, they're not responsible for you. And they won't answer your questions.
But if the case is I will get a new Fiktionsbescheinigung and I move to Berlin, it will just fine. Like
completely fine.
Okay. Thank you. Sama Bu Yoman, saya mau nanya sebentar ke Pak Saufi.
Silakan.
Selamat siang Pak Saufi.
Selamat siang Pak Daud.
Saya jadi semester depan kan mau pendaftaran universitas Pak. Terus saya butuh beberapa dokumen yang harus saya legalisasi. Contohnya kayak ijazah, SKHUN, sama rapot sekolah. Dan saya baca di website Uni Asis, legalisasi hanya bisa dilakukan sama itu. Kalau dokumen asli original bahasa Indonesia cuma sama Departemen Kebudayaan dan Pendidikan. Kira-kira kalau misalnya mau legalisasi ke KBRI ini bisa dilayani nggak, Pak ya? Kalau di waktu corona seperti ini.
Terima kasih Pak Daud pertanyaannya. Saya izin Mbak Nyoman, saya jawab dulu. Baik, jadi peraturan dari kami artinya atas pendidikan tidak berkewenangan untuk melegalisir ijazah tersebut. Jadi ijazah hanya bisa dilegalisir dari tempat dia dikeluarkan. Kurang lebih seperti itu. Nah, mungkin kebijakan konsuler, silahkan saya berikan Bu Nyoman.
Jadi memang perlu kami tegaskan bahwa semua ijazah yang dikeluarkan oleh instansi yang ada di Indonesia harus dilegalisir di Indonesia. Tahapannya itu kan dari universitas dilegalisir, kemudian kan akan digunakan di Jerman, harus diterjemahkan oleh penerjemah tersumpah di Indonesia yang terdaftar di kedutaan Jerman. Bawa ke Jerman pun harus melalui tahapan dibawa ke Kementerian Hukum dan HAM, kemudian dibawa dan dilegalisir oleh Direktorat Konsuler di Kementerian Luar Negeri. Kemudian dibawa ke Kedutaan Jerman di Jakarta untuk bisa digunakan. Itu tahapan resminya.
Oke.
Jadi mungkin kalau yang bisa dapat kami sarankan adalah memohon bantuan famili di Indonesia. Prosedurnya betul. Begitu Pak.
Daud, sudah cukup jelas?
Sudah cukup jelas. Terima kasih banyak, Bapak.
Kembali.
Okay. Magdalena, you have one more? I think there's one more important question from Gilda Miranda. Can you see her question?
From her?
She graduated from a university in Sweden and came to Stuttgart for an internship. She has completed the internship.
Okay.
Yeah, but due to the pandemic, her flight keeps canceling. And the question is about Grenzüberschrittbescheinigung. Now that I have a work contract, I would like to ask if I'm eligible to apply for a working permit here. So she came with an internship visa, I think.
Yes, just the question is always what type of visa you have previously. So,
do you have any experience in this area before?
I need to see the permission.
Okay.
So this is something, there's the numbers that are important to know, and internship.
Or maybe I can ask her to contact you directly. Yes, perfect. So Ibu Gilda Miranda, if you are hearing this, I think you already contacted me via the hotline. I can give you the contact details of Magdalena as well. So since we are already at the end of our seminar, I would like to give the opportunity to maybe Magdalena and then individually to Mr. Safi and Pak Dudi Iskandar to say a few words, closing remarks before we close entirely. So Magdalena, do you have a few maybe points you would like to emphasize again?
Thank you. I hope I could help you a little bit and answer some questions. Please contact immigration officers in your town and don't worry, there will be a solution, because this situation is so unique and so unexpected to all people. And I must say, my experience is that the immigration office start to be quite flexible. We're not used to this in Germany. So the situation will change. It's a very dynamic development. So during the next 2 or 3 weeks, it will be a new situation. And then be prepared to provide the documents to the immigration office as before.
Yes. Thank you for the closing, Magdalena. And also Magdalena is able to be contacted through her website. It's www.bernhard-legal.de. Right?
Right. And now we have also a colleague from Indonesia, so you can write in Indonesia if you like.
That's right. So Magdalena is very experienced in this area and very experienced with handling different kinds of Indonesian citizens. And yeah, Pak Dudi Iskandar, mungkin Bapak mau ada beberapa hal yang mau disampaikan sebagai penutup, Pak?
Ya, mungkin tidak terlalu banyak ya Bu ya. Intinya saat ini saya ingin menyampaikan bahwa seperti yang tadi ditanyakan sebelumnya, bahwa KBRI tetap buka layanan paspor maupun konsuler, ya Bu Nyoman ya, kita tetap buka. Namun kalau ada yang, tapi kita menyarankan untuk sementara, kalau tidak penting bisa ditunda permohonan paspornya. Tapi kalau itu penting terkait dengan izin tinggal, kemudian hal lainnya yang dianggap urgent, silahkan untuk datang ke KBRI, bisa bikin termin ataupun datang langsung. Karena mungkin saat ini situasi juga sudah mulai lebih lebih terbuka dibanding sebelumnya, sampai dengan tanggal 4 terakhir kan Mei kemarin pemerintah Jerman juga membatasi, tapi sekarang sudah mulai agak sedikit longgar. Kami menyampaikan kepada seluruh warga negara Indonesia yang ada di Jerman bahwa bila membutuhkan pembuatan paspor dan dalam rangka urgent persilahkan, karena kita tetap buka, tapi layanan sementara kita buka dari jam 10 sampai jam 12 siang untuk permohonan paspor maupun kekonsuleran ya Bu Nyoman ya, Pak Edwin. Ya. Saya rasa itu aja penutupnya, Pak.
Baik, terima kasih Pak Dudi. Pak Ahmad Sofi, silakan Pak, kalau ada yang mau disampaikan buat teman-teman mahasiswa di sini terutama, jika ada yang ingin disampaikan, silakan.
Baik, terima kasih Bu Nyoman. Pertama, terima kasih Bu Magdalena, Pak Dudi, Pak Edwin sudah memfasilitasi kita semua, alhamdulillah ya. Jadi banyak pertanyaan bisa kita jawab bersama-sama. Khusus untuk adik-adik mahasiswa, rekan-rekan sekalian, insya Allah seperti yang disampaikan oleh Bu Nyoman dan Pak Dudi tadi, KBRI tetap buka layanan kami di education@indonesianembassy.de tetap ada. Saya ingin meneruskan himbauan dari Kementerian Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan selama masa pandemi ini, sebelum situasi benar-benar aman terkendali, dihimbau untuk tidak kembali ke Indonesia karena perkuliahan sudah mulai secara online, ujian-ujian juga sudah mulai dijadwalkan. Jadi mari kita fokus kepada pendidikan kita. Tujuan kita ke Jerman adalah untuk belajar. Insya Allah kami ada di samping atau di sisi rekan-rekan semua. Terima kasih Bu Nyoman.
Terima kasih Bapak. Ya, Bapak Ibu sekalian, teman-teman juga, terima kasih atas perhatiannya. Terima kasih pada panelis. Thank you to our panelists. Thank you Magdalena, Pak Dudi, Pak Sofi. Thank you for the time and also for the opportunity. And sebagai penutup, silakan Pak Edwin.
Sekali lagi teman-teman mahasiswa di Indonesia maupun yang di Jerman maupun yang di Indonesia yang sedang stuck di Indonesia, tidak tahu mau kembali ke sana, kembali lagi ke Jerman. Mudah-mudahan webinar ini bisa memberikan sedikit apa yang bisa diupayakan oleh teman-teman dalam hal ketenangan untuk mendapatkan izin tinggal yang resmi di Jerman. Tentunya kami masih terbuka untuk menerima pertanyaan, dan juga mungkin kalau ada keluhan-keluhan selama di sini. Tadi ada info yang sangat bagus sekali mengenai kemungkinan mendapatkan financial support dari pemerintah Jerman. Sekali lagi harapan kami teman-teman yang sedang studi di Jerman tenang dengan tetap mengikuti peraturan. Kami tahu bahwa wewenang untuk izin tinggal itu sepenuhnya berada di instansi Jerman. Dalam hal ini kantor imigrasi Jerman di daerah masing-masing. Yang kami lakukan adalah membantu teman-teman mencari upaya-upaya terbaik dalam dalam masa yang sedang tidak menyenangkan seperti ini. Mudah-mudahan bermanfaat dan membantu teman-teman. Itu harapan kami dari KBRI. Terima kasih.
Ya, Jadi sekian untuk webinar kali ini. Kami pastinya akan mengulang kesempatan ini dalam waktu dekat atau secara reguler. So yeah, thank you all for the participation. Thank you to our panelists. Thank you to every participants. Thank you for those who have asked. Unfortunately, we could not have the time to answer everything, but again, Magdalena is able to be contacted through her website, as well as the embassy is always open for your questions. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Meeting.